Step ahead of everyone else. Wake up with Rich or play catch up all day. This is News Radio WRVA.
Hey, good morning, everybody. 8:03 here on Richmond's Morning News, News Radio WRVA. We've got a lot to cover in the next hour. George Allen is going to join us. Again, it's the beginning of the football season. Super Dave excited for his Pittsburgh Steelers. Are you, Super Dave, excited for your Steelers?
Moderately excited.
Who's the quarterback?
Some guy that used to play for Green Bay that's playing in his last year.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, that's right. I can remember.
They won last night. They beat Green Bay.
My 49ers lost last night to the Tennessee Titans.
And you have to remember neither of these games mean anything, and they're playing players that will probably never play again.
I should have known that something was off because when I was at Tom Leonard's yesterday, dude pulls up to me next to me in a truck, and the entire hood of his truck was Tennessee Titans. Should have been an omen or something.
Is that who they played?
Yeah, they lost to the Titans last night. I don't know. I think the score is like 16-14 or something like that.
Wow.
I don't think Brock Purdy played. I didn't stay up to watch it. It started at 9 o'clock our time, so I had gone to sleep.
Yeah, that's way past our bedtime.
Exactly. But just a quick reminder. Well, I'll tell you here in just a second that the NFL is back, and we'll have the Commanders on News Radio WRVA tonight for the preseason game. All right. Let's remind a couple people of some things. James River Air text line open, 833-804-1140. Today is National Tattoo Removal Day. So I'm just interested in this. I don't have any tats. My brother does. I don't know if my sister does or not. She won't tell. She won't say. And I don't want to look. I'm kind of a big baby, so I would never want to sit and get one. It would hurt too much. But today is National Tattoo Removal Day. We spend $1 billion a year on tattoos. We spend $250 million a year removing the tattoos. So I have this question for you. If any of you have any ink, are you happy with it? Do you regret it? What's it mean? Does it have deep, meaningful reasons why you have it? Like, all right, I have a boss. I had a boss, Dave. And he was an idiot. I don't work for him anymore. So let me just tell you right now, he was an idiot. And the only person who was a bigger idiot than him was his idiot daughter, because she was an idiot. So if I've got an idiot father, idiot daughter, you know what else they have?
Idiot son?
Idiot son-in-law.
Oh, son-in-law. Okay.
So this cat had on the back of his calf had a huge, ginormous Chinese symbol on the back of his calf. I mean, just ate the whole calf up. He was a little chunky, so it was a big calf. So one day I asked him, I go, what's that? And he goes, oh, it's fried rice. I said, what? He goes, it's fried rice. It's the Chinese character for fried rice. And I said, why do you have a big, gigantic tattoo that I could see from across the parking lot of the Chinese symbol for fried rice on your calf? And he said, I lost a bet. I said, what do you mean you lost a bet? He goes, yeah, we were in a bar one night drinking. I lost a bet. So I went over next door to the tattoo parlor and got this tattoo to the back of my calf.
I'll say, I was waiting for you to say that he went into some place to get the Chinese characters for, long life or happiness or something. And it turns out to be, it says soup or something like that.
And I'm like, well, he goes, so I have it. I'm like, you know what? You deserve to marry into this family. So I'm asking you today, James River Air text line 833-804-1140. And Facebook.com/newsradio WRVA National Tattoo Day. Do you still like them all? Do you regret any of them? Let me know. News Radio WRVA is on Facebook as well. Rob says, one of my tattoos has a deep meaning. This one's pretty cool. The first is a monument to my father, who was a Richmond police officer killed in the line of duty. Rob, dude, right here. Right here. When my father passed, we were all in the room with him, and the nurse was so wonderful. He gave us the last heartbeat on the cardiogram, I guess is what you call it, the last heartbeat. And he goes, this would be pretty cool to tattoo. My brother took it. I don't know if he ever did it, but if I ever got a tattoo, that's what I would consider getting. But what about you guys? 833-804. 1140. 833-804-1140. National Tattoo Removal Day. Go to Facebook.com/News Radio WRVA to answer, or let me know on the James River Air text line 833-804-1140. Let's get to the Richmond Morning News Brief for today. All right, story number one. Waiting to see Luigi Mangione show up in court today. He's going to federal court this time. He's been in New York State court, but he's going to plead guilty, according to reports. Here's the latest from Fox News.
Number one.
Luigi Mangione is facing 2 federal stalking charges resulting in the death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in December 2024. And the Justice Department is seeking the maximum penalty of life in prison without parole. So in other words, Mangione could choose to plead guilty without anything promised in return. Now the question is why? Strategically for Mangione, pleading guilty to federal charges could also short-circuit the state murder case against him, which is scheduled to start on September 8th. Because while the U.S. Constitution allows for separate state and federal prosecution, New York's stricter double jeopardy law could block the state from putting Mangione on trial if he's already federally convicted for the same criminal conduct.
All right, that's the latest from Fox News. We'll wait for that report. I'm sure Brian Kilmeade will talk about it, Dana, and then, of course, this afternoon as well. Story number two, it's race day in Richmond.
Number two.
NASCAR comes to Richmond. It's our one national spotlight of the year. The world will be watching us as Austin Dillon tries for the three-peat on Saturday. But tonight, Super Dave's all fired up for the Truck Series. Those guys actually, you know what? They have a lot on the line because they're trying to get cup rides next year. So they really will go with Reckless Abandoned under the lights in Richmond. I think there's still a few tickets left. I know they're almost sold out for both races. Go to richmondraceway.com. Be part of the action. It's so cool. So cool. I hope to see you out there this weekend. All right, story number three. Dave, when you were a little kid, would you root for your school to catch on fire so you didn't have to go?
All the time.
Okay.
We used to sing songs about it.
We're so bad. In Bedford, that actually happened.
Number three.
So in Bedford, Virginia, school caught on fire. And you know who the arsonist was? It wasn't a little Dave. It wasn't a little Super Dave hoping a school would catch on fire. Dave, that's horrible that you would think that.
I was 8 years old, and the sooner the school burned down, because we thought if the school wasn't there, then we didn't have to go. But, they would just ship us off to another school.
What do you think? Oh, hey, school burned down. Great, we get to be delinquents.
Yeah, exactly. Because summer starts early.
They'll never rebuild that. I'll never have to go to school again. So in Bedford, there was a python. I'm not sure which is worse. School catching on fire or the kids are sitting there with the python. And the python got out of its enclosure, out of its aquarium, and knocked over a heat lamp, which started a fire. Firemen had to come put out the fire and rescue the snake.
And thankfully, the snake survives.
Snake survives.
He's back in his cage, I guess, and
the only
waiting to start the fire again.
The only thing that could have been worse if this would have been like on a high rise, because I'm afraid of heights. So I'm sure there's somebody who's afraid of fire, afraid of snakes, and afraid of heights and bugs. You got the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the trifecta there.
Yeah, whole shebang. All right, number four. This is the most disappointing story of the morning, but it's on my list of things we're supposed to talk about. So I feel ripped off by the Chinese because they put together KFC and Oreo cookies, and it's not what I thought it was going to be.
Number four.
All right, in China, they've decided to take the delicacy of KFC, which you never go wrong at. Oreo cookies are delicious. Let's combine them. So when I saw this story, I thought, ooh, maybe it's an Oreo cookie crusted piece of fried chicken. Because, Dave, you know how I love my fried chicken, right?
Yes, you do.
Like U-Crops?
That's good fried chicken there.
And then Wise Choice out in Goochland. It's a gas station.
I haven't had that.
Oh, dude. Take, as Greg Warren said, hey, go down this way, and then you're going to see a guy over there in a red cap. Turn left. Now, if you go down West Broad, going to Goochland, there's a gas station that they serve fried chicken, but you got to get there because they run out in the afternoon. Dave, I don't know how to describe it. It's that delicious.
Wow.
And,
I definitely have to check it out now.
Do you like smoked chicken?
Oh, I like smoked anything.
So they smoke it. They do smoked chicken out there.
I'd love that.
Oh my gosh. It's delicious. It's delicious. And I even buy gasoline out there. I'll pay an extra $1 for gas if I have to. Their gas isn't higher than anybody else. But if they ask me to pay like an extra, if they ask me to pay $6 a gallon for gas, I would. That's how good the chicken is. And it's right there next to the snowballs and the ho-hos and the Twinkies and the ding dongs.
You can pick up your Hostess stuff while you're there.
All right there. All right. Anyway, so the Chinese have decided they're going to see, and this is where they take American stuff, try to rip us off,
1 minute,
and they mess it up. So here's what they're doing, Dave. They took the Oreo cookie. Delicious. You know, it has the filling in it, the white frosting.
Yeah.
They infused that with the 11 herbs and spices from KFC, and that's the cookie. It's only available in China. Keep it there. I don't want it.
Well, see, I'm thinking about this now, and do you think if it did come into this country, and maybe it will, maybe it won't, and I'd give it a try, just see what it's like.
Try alcohol-free scotch.
But do you think if it came here, do you think people would start getting a tattoo of that on their leg instead of?
You don't know. Which leads us into story number 4 or 5.
Number 5.
Eddie rushed himself to get a tattoo. Got a new girlfriend, now he feels like a fool. You can't change Betty to look like Mary Lou. Now she is heartbroken. Now Eddie's left arm is swollen. Laser beam cutting through.
Ow!
The tattoo is burning open.
Ugh.
Eddie feels just like Pete Davidson too.
Okay, stop. Oh, no. Oh. David, that gave me ick. Today's National Tattoo Removal Day, so we're asking you this morning, the James River Air text line, you had one removed? Somebody said that people get them removed, Dave, so they have more room on their body for more ink.
Well, I've heard, and I have friends that have tattoos, and they have stuff tattooed on them that I wouldn't hang on my walls. But I've heard that getting it removed hurts more than getting it done.
Cringe.
And I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just what I've heard.
James River Air text line 833-804-1140. Oh, yeah. 833-804-1140. James River Air text line. We're asking you, do you regret your tattoo? You could go online, News Radio, Facebook.com, News Radio WRVA. Facebook.com, News Radio WRVA. Answer either way. We'll read the best one coming up at 8:55. Today's program is brought to you by my friends and my doctors at Men's Wellness Centers. So there's 3 locations: Glen Allen right here in Richmond, Virginia Beach, Newport News. So dudes, you know the deal. We hate going